Memphis Wrestling fans, Dustin Starr here for the episode 92 live reaction. And it's been several weeks. I don't know if it's been months, but it's definitely been several weeks since we joined you here for a live reaction. Once again, I am Dustin Starr. Let's talk about episode 92. Let's talk about Memphis Wrestling. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let's talk about them right here, right now. And I think that we can start right off the jump with the tragic ending of episode 92. I don't think I've ever seen this. I know somebody in the chat said something about the NWO, but I don't know that I've seen a championship belt defaced quite like that, except for maybe Hollywood Hulk Hogan back in the WCW days. So I'm totally shocked at what I've seen, the cost of those championship belts. You know, the prestige of those championship belts, especially the Internet Championship that was just premiered a couple of months ago, and Aaron Roberts taking out his frustrations with Zay Washington on that championship belt. And I think the message there was Zay Washington calling Aaron Roberts jealous of his success as a singles wrestler, and Aaron Roberts, I guess, proving that it's not about the championship. And so he took a can of spray paint at the end of today's episode, after a disqualification, might I add, and literally spray painted over the Memphis Wrestling Internet title. So that's the big topic here at hand, along with the Memphis Trios Finals. We are on the road to the finals. We saw Memphis Muscle and their mystery partner today. Oh my gosh, if you thought that the Nightmare Posse was a dream team, with the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions and the Memphis Heritage Champion on the same team at the same time, what about Memphis Muscle and the Master of Fat Jitsu, K Toomer, coming together as a trios team, and now they're headed to the finals? All right, let me get caught up on some comments here. Robert says he's here again. Thank you for joining us. Terrence Ward says, what an ending to the show. Can't believe it. I saw Terrence Ward in the background with his headset on, and just as dumbfounded as I was in that situation. And I know when I lifted the championship up to let all the fans on the other side of the arena see it, you could hear the gasp, like they couldn't believe it because they didn't see it. They couldn't see for the ring until you watch on television. But everybody in the building at the WrestleCenter was absolutely shocked. And of course, I'm coming to you from the Memphis Wrestling WrestleCenter right here and now. Big Dan has a frowny face in the chat here. Big Dan, congratulations once again on your retirement. I'm glad we were able to check in with him and see how he's doing. And again, we went off the air with Aaron Roberts attacking Big Dan. And now we're off the air with Aaron Roberts literally disgracing, defacing, painting one of our championship belts. So I don't know what it's going to take to finally stop the problem child, but maybe Aaron Roberts isn't the one to do it. Not yet anyway. Michael Wade, what's up? It's been months since the last live reaction. I don't know if it's been months. William says, okay, fine Aaron Roberts for defacing the title. Well, maybe Aaron Roberts should pay whatever thousands of dollars it is to replace that championship belt. I'm hot about it. Wrestling with MMA, what's up? That spray paint is going to be hard to get off the floor, and that's another thing. Not only did he spray paint the championship belt, but he literally spray painted the floor at the WrestleCenter. That was worse than NWO, says Michael. Clown, what's up? He says, it's disgusting. I'm fed up with Mr. Roberts and his new crony. Well, the new crony is Just In Case, and we had heard over the course of the last several weeks Aaron Roberts saying, just in case you didn't know, and apparently that's this man's name. And Aaron Roberts certainly has gone downhill since we've seen the debut of Just In Case. Wrestling with MMA said, fine him for defacing the WrestleCenter. Yeah, he needs to pay a big, I'm sure there will be an invoice with a pink slip sometime. Rob says, what can be done about Aaron and Zay? Put them in a cage full of weapons and fight it out. Oh my gosh, stay tuned, because this feud, believe it or not, is just getting started. Ben says, hey, Dustin, the Young Goats feud is getting more intense and personal, wouldn't you say? Oh, yeah. And if you guys are here on December the 4th, which is next Sunday, there have been some matches that were announced. And one of those matches is one-on-one Aaron Roberts versus Zay Washington, hair versus hair. You can get those tickets right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com, and that show will sell out. Tommy Dreamer is coming to Memphis Wrestling to celebrate hardcore holidays. We had an awesome Black Friday sale. Thanks to everybody who took part in that. This show will sell out, I'm telling you right now. And then, of course, you all heard that on December the 17th, not only are we recording our Grind City Rumble, but also Impact Wrestling superstar Moose is going to be in the house, and you don't know who or what is going to enter the Grind City Rumble. Anyway, get those tickets right now. ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Let me get caught up here. Robert says there should be a lumberjack match between Washington and Roberts. I like the idea of that. Clown says, sure enough. Heck yeah, man. K Toomer is on a level all by himself right now. Glenn says, belt on a pole. Get it, use it on each other. I like that too. Muscle Jitsu, says Robert. They were chanting, sure enough, boom. Sure enough, boom, inside the WrestleCenter. I really like that. Willie, what's going on? He says, hey, Dustin, how was your Thanksgiving? I bet Maria made a great dinner. Oh, yeah, the family made a great dinner. Reese the Beast was loving it. We had a great time, so thanks for asking. I hope everybody else had a great Thanksgiving out there as well. Michael, to think I once cared Aaron Roberts for getting his eye poked out by the posse. Yes, so 1 year ago on our Christmas episode, the posse ruined Christmas, and the Young Goats were a part of that. Now you fast forward 1 year, what's going to happen this Christmas? There's only one way to find out. That's to watch it live at the WrestleCenter. Actually, two ways to find out. You can watch it live at the WrestleCenter and see it first, or you can watch it on television, of course. Rob says, will the winners of the tourney face the Stinkerhorns? Now, that's a little sticky situation there because Breyer is not cleared to compete. So Breyer is 1/3 of the Memphis Trios champions, and so, he's not able to compete. So I would say stay tuned and see what unfolds and transpires in that situation. But we will crown new Memphis Trios champions coming up very, very soon. Rob, actually, that's next week. That's next week's main event. Rob, Memphis Jitsu whooped that trick. Oh my gosh, when K Toomer's music played, you can literally feel the WrestleCenter and hear it just starts to rumble. And it's not like this big road warrior pop that we always talk about, but it's kind of like everybody's looking at each other going, oh, it's about to get good. Literally, the place is just rumbling and buzzing because K Toomer's about to head to the ring because they know what's going to happen. He's going to whoop that trick and he's going to lay down some fat jitsu. That's exactly what's going to happen. So the people love it when K Toomer's music hits. Let me get caught up here. Hope you had a 5-star Thanksgiving. You too, Michael. I really appreciate that. William says, bring in the Jarretts to give you ideas on how to settle the Young Goats feud. I've actually been talking to the Jarretts here lately. I would not be surprised if you saw them here in 2023. Also, I've been reposting here on the Memphis Wrestling page. Jerry Jarrett was here at our grand opening for the WrestleCenter. Rob, glad Big Dan didn't get involved today. It was good to see Big Dan back on television, but I'm also glad that he did not get involved. I'm pretty sure that we might see a little bit of a different role with Big Dan. Definitely after what happened with Aaron Roberts, don't want that to ever happen again. You heard Big Dan say that he gets around, he's doing okay, he has to use a cane every now and then. But that was all legit. Big Dan, congratulations, retiring after 25 years on the police department out in Bartlett. So man, my hat's off to you. All that you guys saw was real life. That's all real life stuff that's happening in Big Dan's life. So huge accomplishment to Big Dan. And I can't say enough about that. So thanks, Big Dan. We look forward to seeing you back here at the WrestleCenter, but keeping you out of the ring too, by the way. Derek says, great show. Any plans on bringing back Walker Hayes? No, there's no plans to bring him back. I don't even know where he is. So if you see him, tell him we're looking for him. Anthony Lewis says, damn, I miss being off Saturday and miss Memphis Wrestling. Well, good. You can watch it anytime on demand. All you have to do is go back and watch it right here on this YouTube page. Michael says, it feels like months since the last live reaction. Well, I'm back, baby. If you got any questions, go ahead and shoot them to me. I am here at the WrestleCenter. We are doing all sorts of projects, something really, really special when you come in here the next time. You're going to see a completely different look over here in our concession area of the WrestleCenter and our VIP area. But real quick, I know we have December 4th and December 17th. Those two events will close out the year for Memphis Wrestling. But also this Wednesday, November 30th, it's absolutely free. We are shooting a music video for local musician and saxophone performer Hope Claiborne. It's a Memphis Wrestling themed and inspired music video, and you guys can be a part of it. go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com and grab your tickets. They are free, so you can go ahead and save your seat. You can get as many seats as you want. Bring your friends, bring your family. Concessions will be open. Also, the merchandise will be open. We will have live wrestling matches free. We're going to have live music free, and we're going to record the music video right here at the WrestleCenter. That's going down on Wednesday, and then the following Sunday, the 4th, Tommy Dreamer is here in Memphis Wrestling. So lots and lots of stuff coming up. Let's see. Let me get caught back up here. Man, you guys, good stuff here. Oops, hold on. Hello, Dustin. Oh boy, something needs to be done about Aaron Roberts and his manager, Justin Doughboy. Isn't it time for Zay Washington to bring in Big Dan to even the score with him? Lurvy, I would love nothing more than to see Big Dan wad up his fist and punch Justin Case and Aaron Roberts right in the face. But do you really think that that's a safe thing for Big Dan to do? Eric says Memphis Muscle with K Toomer equals top trio in pro wrestling. I would put that trio up against any trio in the entire world. Yeah, let's see if the Young Bucks can throw a super kick party on the master of Fat Jitsu. I don't think so. Rob says, feels like a month. Maybe Aaron can do like DDT and buy a souvenir belt from the stand at the WrestleCenter. Well, I'll sell him one. Looks like he's going to be replacing an internet championship belt too. Michael says, make Aaron Roberts clean the WrestleCenter floor with a toothbrush. I like it. Anthony Lewis says, yes, Tommy, ECW, ECW, ECW. Well, he goes a little further than that. So if you go back to the USWA days back in Memphis Wrestling, Tommy Dreamer literally tore the wrestling studio up. There was one episode where ECW invaded, Tommy Dreamer in particular, and I mean, it took the whole locker room to hold this guy back. He wanted to kill Jerry Lawler and anybody that had anything to do with Memphis Wrestling. I can understand that, by the way. But Tommy Dreamer will make his long-anticipated return to Memphis Wrestling coming up on December 4th. If you haven't seen that footage of Tommy Dreamer back in USWA, go right here on YouTube and just type it in. Tommy Dreamer USWA. It's really, really good stuff. There is no telling what's going to go down at Hardcore Holidays. Willie says Big Swole or the Gun Show Brett Michaels should take care of Aaron Roberts. I think those guys have other things on their mind right now, but I would like to see it. Lurvy says it'll be very interesting what you have in store once your episodes hit the century mark. All right, do you guys want to know what's going to happen on episode 100? Should I tell them? I should? I don't know if I should. Episode 100 is going to be week 2 of the Grind City Rumble. And on week 2, the main event. What would be the only main event that is fitting for episode 100 on Memphis Wrestling? The number one feud that we've had since our inception here at Memphis Wrestling. Now they're saying, no, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. I ate Ryan Rembrandt's portion of the turkey. I saw that one come up. Episode 100 will feature one-on-one Memphis Heritage Championship on the line. Rob, you've got it. The Genetic Nightmare. The self-made savage, the Memphis Heritage Champion, Mike Anthony, will defend one-on-one against the Gun Show Brett Michaels. It's going down on episode 100. Titles on the line. Week 2 of the Grind City Rumble, and tickets are available right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. So go ahead and get the tickets. That's what's going down on episode 100. Moose will be in the house as well. It is going to be awesome. So that's what you have looked forward to on episode 100. All right, let me get caught back up here. I'm going to go really fast. Big Swallow Gun Show should take out Aaron Roberts. I saw that one. Century Mark, boom. Aaron Roberts is here laughing. There's nothing funny, Aaron. And actually, we should boot you out of this freaking chat is what we should do. Michael Wade says, boom, Swole Nuff was awesome. Good guys need a face manager to keep the good guys safe. Michael Wade, to enter the Grind City Rumble, you got to sign a waiver first. Lurvy, thanks for the Thanksgiving greetings, but I celebrated mine in October, the harvest month. All right, well, I was eating candy in October. Is there going to be a cage match in Memphis at one point? We are 1.5 years old. Of course there's going to be a cage match at some point. Were there be any Memphis wrestlers at the UWN Red Carpet Rumble? I'm not sure, but what I will tell you is that the reason that you probably don't see the talent swap quite that much is because we're on opposite sides of the United States. I mean, a flight is probably like $1,000 at this point. You guys go ahead and look it up. From California to Memphis, it's quite a haul. So I would say that you're going to see a little bit of that, but you're not going to see as much as what you probably think you should until there's a little bit closer. And I'm just being completely honest with you. Want to enter my dog Tibby in the Grind City Rumble. He would lick them into submission. All right, well, that's cool. Maybe he could sit at the desk with us and we can pet the dog. Jake, what's up? How are you? William says, Spring Louisville Slugger out of retirement with his tennis racket. Okay. Lurvy is Canadian, so we just found that out. Sylvester says, Barbie is now broken and Cassandra is now Cassie 2 belts. Yeah, what a match to unify. I mean, I use that kind of loosely because Cassandra Golden was the legit Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion. Of course, Diana Taylor had her old championship belt from her previous run, claiming to be the champ, and Cassandra Golden shut that mouth here today. Big victory for Cassandra. If there will be a battle of the young goats be settled inside a cage, we've talked about that. Dustin, did you hear that Kenny Bolin retired from podcasting? No, it wasn't really on my radar. Best wishes in your future endeavors. Glenn says Christmas carnage. Coley says, so how's Thanksgiving and Black Friday? Black Friday was awesome. Thanksgiving was even better. How about bacon, cheeseburger, egg rolls? All right, I'll try that. Jake says, good show, by the way. Thank you, brother. Glad Cassandra Golden whooped Dirty Diana's trick. Nice to see Jimmy get accidentally belted by the Barbie girl herself, living in a Barbie world. Yeah, you know what, man? I'm glad Jimmy got knocked off that apron. The plan didn't go quite according to how they wanted. Rob says, where's Country Rock? I'm not sure, man. Where's Austin Lane been? Austin was on the show last week. I believe he's back this week, I think. Austin's not anywhere. Actually, Austin's a football coach, and he's a damn good football coach as well. So, football season, you'll see Austin back and forth. So, enjoy retirement, Big Dan. I agree with that. Lurvy says her life is plastic and fantastic. Oh, my gosh. As long as Top's Barbecue's still there, oh, you know we've got some barbecue. 2 words, War Games. We actually had 2 rings set up in the WrestleCenter earlier this week. I'll have to show you guys pictures of that at some point. Any plans for a big UWN event, something like a smaller Starrcade? Derek, it has been discussed. There's nothing that's been exactly set in stone, but also there are rumors of having a WrestleMania weekend event out in California. As you guys know, WrestleMania will be in Cali. And of course, that's where Championship Wrestling, presented by CarShield and Marquez Productions, is located out in California as well. So, might possibly see something going down there, and I'm sure it would be live on pay-per-view. Terrence Ward, hope everyone's enjoying the TV show. The production crew works hard every taping and deserves a shout out. Well, I'm going to do it right now. Production crew, big shout out, because I think the shows have been better than ever, and they're just going to keep getting better and better. We're actually painting up, Terrence, glad you mentioned that. We are finally painting our green screen here at the WrestleCenter. So you know what's coming up next. Oh yeah, get some motion graphics. Stay tuned, everybody. Coley says, how about pepperoni and cheese stuffed pizza bites? I'd eat those, that's cool. Not sure why we're talking food, but I'm here for it. Clown says, I will be in the house for that. You better be. Michael says, you deserve credit, T-Word. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how much credit Terrence Ward deserves. BKM didn't like War Games match. I'm not a big fan of the War Games match either. We missed these reactions, William. Well, we'll do them. And the only reason that I don't do a live reaction is if there's something going on in the world of Memphis wrestling, I have to be there for it. Like coming up, December 17th, the Grind City Rumble. That's recorded on a Saturday, like right now, 1:45 bell time. So in situations like that, it's very hard to do a live reaction. But of course, I love doing these just as much as you guys like to participate in them. So probably more, to be honest with you. All right, let me get caught up. Hold on, you guys are rapid fire here. Terrence Ward does a great job. Episode 100's almost here. Wasn't PPW Wrestling. Glenn, I don't know what that means if you want to elaborate. Michael, sorry, I'd already told you about episode 100. Gun Show versus Mike Anthony. I'd like to see Mike Anthony versus Jordan Clearwater as well. I don't know if it's a death match, Rob. If I was doing a death match, I'd have to bring in murder, death, kill. How about making your holiday feast with your family? Yeah, I did that. Great match. Surprise us. Never mind. I love the main event. Jimmy getting belted with a belt. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, but he plays the part so well. Yeah, Dave, man. Say what you want about Jimmy Blaylock, but he is entertaining. Kevin Martin says, Kevin Martin, what you been up to? Dustin from over Brinkley, Arkansas. I'm happy Cassandra Golden was named the undisputed Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion. Defeated Dirty Diana Taylor. Ben says, should Brutus the Barber Beefcake handle the haircut for the Young Goats hair match? Oh, ho, ho, ho. I would love to see that. Gun Show Mike Anthony, December 17th, show end year 2022. Yes, so our final live event of the year right now is scheduled to be on Saturday, December 17th. Tickets are available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Steve says he'd rather see Anthony put Clearwater in his place. I think Danny Limelight is looking to do that as well. So I believe Danny Limelight has a big championship match coming up. If you guys don't know who Danny Limelight is, you need to go look him up. How about a Snow Brawl Battle Royal in Memphis Wrestling? We don't really get snow in Memphis. Just got the issue of PWI where the ballot of best of 2022. How many Memphis wrestlers are on there? I think Anthony versus Gun Show should be in a cage at Memphis 100 for the Memphis title. I would love to see it. Rob says Grind City always has a bigger surprise guest wrestlers in WWE or AEW. Well, we do our best. Clown says they do need a good guy manager to keep the boys safe. Is Arizona in UWN still? Yes, actually, they're going to record some stuff coming up. I believe it's either December or January in Arizona. But Championship Wrestling from Arizona has not been in production for a couple of years now. But yes, Steve, I believe it is coming back. War Games tonight. We will be at Dave & Buster's for Survivor Series. Watch absolutely free with us. I think number one contenders should be in matches to protect their title shot. Black Friday at Walmart was the second best wrestling this week. Rob. Let's see. Patrick, do you plan on sending any Memphis wrestlers to the UWN for the Red Carpet Rumble? Possibly. Possibly. I don't know if that thing is all booked up yet, but Michael, I wish Memphis Wrestling would have a watch party somewhere in Lancaster or Columbia, Pennsylvania. Man, we would love to do that too. Willie says Cassandra Golden is awesome. I agree. Jake says, Dustin, one day I want to come to the WrestleCenter. Jake, you can be my guest anytime. Have you seen the Canellises are in Ring of Honor? Yes, Rob, I have. I'm a big fan, especially of Maria. Lurvy, it needs to happen. Patrick Moore, I agree. Both associated with United Wrestling Network. Well, if that's the case, then United Wrestling Network should have some people coming in here for the Grind City Rumble, correct? Let's see, this show has the best audio production of any indie promotion I've watched. Eric, that's all thanks to Terrence Ward. Also, big shout out to Neil Taylor, our director. These guys work really hard. Like, I'm telling you, on TV days, I am literally going crazy, back and forth, back and forth. And if there's an issue, I love how Terrence and Neil won't tell me. They'll tell me after they fixed it a lot of the times because they know I will just, I will freak out. But anyway, yes, big shout out to Terrence Ward and Neil Taylor for helping Memphis Wrestling be what it is, especially with the great production, the audio. I mean, all of that stuff is very, very complicated and hard. Eric says, on par with NWA. I like our show better than NWA. I am a fan of the NWA through and through, but I like our show better than the NWA. I think it flows better. I think that there's more action at the desk. I know they have a podium. I just like our show better. I don't think that was the question, but I'll take it if you say it's on par with the NWA. Hey, I like pizza rolls, man. Adam, I like them too. Can't love them more than me. Well, I don't know. I like pizza rolls pretty good. Do you plan on sending some Memphis wrestlers to UWN for Red Carpet Rumble? All right. Try shrimp or corned beef egg rolls, Dustin. Okay, Willie. Dustin Starr, will we see you in EPW? No, but I've made appearances in EPW before, and ECW. Brody the Rockstar, good afternoon, Mr. Starr. Hope you're having a happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, Brody, I am. I hope you are too, brother. Coley, tell T. Ward to make a new logo for Memphis Wrestling. Well, we have, this logo's brand new, and this one's only less than a year old. Also, this one too, all of these logos are all brand new. Go back to the original theme for Memphis Wrestling. Michael, we're not going to do that, man. Our theme is our fight song, and that's Whoop That Trick. So, yeah, we won't be switching back to the original. Sorry. Lurvy, Jordan Clearwater's a double champion of late, UWN World Champion, NWA Television Champion. Which belt would you like to see him defend in Memphis? That's a tough one because I would love nothing more than to have the NWA Television Championship defended on Memphis Wrestling, but also a World Championship? Heck yeah, man. So, hey, have them defend both. How about Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? What about it, Coley? Bring Bateman for the Grind City Rumble. I am a fan of Bateman. I actually saw his training style on a video over the week. It was pretty good. Do you know what Matt Williams' theme is called? No, it is not called anything in particular. It was actually custom made by K. Toomer. Big shout out to K. Toomer. He made the Stars of Tomorrow song. He made Matt Williams' new theme song, and he also made the new Problem Child theme song for Aaron Roberts. K. Toomer is legit. Any plans on bringing back Championship Wrestling from Atlanta? I think they really had something at Center Stage. Oh, I would love to be still going to Center Stage. I love that. Not exactly sure what happened with Atlanta, probably something with the TV station, but I would say stay tuned in 2023. There will be a new wrestling company in Louisville. Rob says UWN fears Memphis Wrestling. I like it. Patrick says, yes, Dustin, bring some UWN wrestlers from the Grind City Rumble. Just wait until you see who we have in the Grind City Rumble. You're going to love it. Austin, he says, great show as always. Where's Heather Killer Bay? I don't know. I think Heather moved. I'm not exactly sure, but I would love to have Killer Bay, Heather Monroe, back. I haven't seen her on any UWN programming, actually. Memphis Wrestling plays theme music. Dustin, I believe you guys put out a quality product upholding the Memphis wrestling tradition. Thank you, William. Hopefully we will exceed your expectations at some point. Glenn says UWN was part of NWA before it was Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. That is correct, it was. Dave Marquez was a huge supporter and booker and promoter and everything for the NWA for many, many years. Rob says many Memphis stars are on Young Rock. Actually, all the Memphis wrestling stars are on Young Rock, even the ones that you can't recognize from the, wherever. They're all throughout the crowd. They're in the ring. They're outside of the ring. They're in front of the camera, behind the camera. The rings that you see those guys wrestling in are from Memphis Wrestling. A lot of the facilities that you see are either partners of Memphis Wrestling or it's right here at the WrestleCenter. That episode's coming up as well. So lots of really cool stuff coming up with NBC. What does this say? Oh, sorry. Messed that up. Okay. Hope we see a little more of Teddy Long in 23. Congrats on a great year. Well, man, I really appreciate that. Teddy Long has been here twice, and each time he has been an absolute rock star. Derek says, have you ever considered partnering with Al Snow over there in Louisville? No, I have never considered that, but there will be new wrestling coming to Louisville very, very soon in 2023. I actually did reach out to Al Snow about bringing him to Memphis Wrestling, doing a seminar and actually having him on television. He did a comedy show here just a couple of weeks back, which I was very, very surprised. If you're going to do a comedy show and your target is a wrestling fan, I'm not sure how we were not a part of that, but maybe next time. But no, we're not going to partner with OVW at all. T. Ward, K. Toomer is severely underrated outside of Memphis Wrestling. He's got a ton of talent. Oh, man. And actually, that's an understatement as well. I mean, K. Toomer, everything from, in the studio, with music, with video editing, of course, podcasting and vlogging, and his in-ring performance, his promo work, everything. K. Toomer is top-notch, man. Let's see, Championship Wrestling from Louisville. I'm not exactly sure what the name will be, but I mean, that's could happen there. Still want to see Papo Esco versus K. Toomer. Book it. I don't know if Papo can hang with K. Toomer. Brody, and I watched the Memphis Grizzlies game last night. That was awesome. I heard you on the TV. Oh, yeah. Packed, sold out. FedEx Forum. Your boy was doing his thing, and so were the Grizzlies, winning by 30 points. Oh, yeah. Ruby Rays and Vipers are good ladies wrestlers, too. Yes, I've talked to both of those ladies. Rico, thanks, Dustin. New to the reaction vid, but I'm a huge fan of pro wrestling. Congrats on the 100th episode. 100th episode coming up very soon. I believe that's going to air in January, being recorded on December 17th. MLW Hammerstone, any run in Memphis? I don't know. I'd love to book Hammerstone here. Hate to find on this, but Ryan Rembrandt needs Face the Bear. I don't know what that is, Willie. I'm sorry. Echo Kagari says, oh yeah, Dustin, will you ever come to Lexington, Kentucky? I can't talk. Lexington, Kentucky. Yes, if there's ever a reason to come to Lexington, Kentucky. If there's ever a reason to come to Lexington, Kentucky, then yes, I will come. Grizzlies whooped that trick. Yes, they did. All right, I got a couple of more minutes, guys. I really, really appreciate all the questions and comments and everything. I love that you guys are enjoying Memphis Wrestling. Remember, you can listen to Rollin' into Mempho at 2 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. That's BT and Rhino JB going through the hits, misses, MVPs, must see, and all that kind of stuff, just talking about the episode. And also, there is a new Shooting Star podcast that was posted just, I think, a week and a half ago or so. So if you have not seen that, I'm literally just talking Memphis Wrestling, storylines, creative, and all that kind of stuff. So go and check that out as well. Brand new episode will be recorded, I believe, this week. Let's see. In all seriousness, how long has Jimmy Blaylock been in the business? Over 20 years. And he has legitimately been on national television, on all those television shows that he brags about. All those pictures that he showed during that promo, absolutely true. None of that was photoshopped or anything. And I know it's the fun thing to do for a heel to show off, and then you say, oh, he's full of it. That's not true. But all that stuff is true. Just like when I was wrestling active inside the squared circle, anytime I said I'm a two-time Mr. Tennessee, that was legit. And people thought for years and years that I was just lying because that was the cocky thing to do. So I love it when the people don't believe something's real, when in all reality it is. So all those celebrity pictures, those nationally televised appearances that Jimmy Blaylock made, all that stuff is legit. But he's been in the business over 20 years. Billy with Brooks says, I commercially need to go against Mike. What? I don't know what that means. Kaylin King versus Cassandra Golden. We appreciate talking to you. I appreciate that, Rob. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Thanks, Dustin. Enjoy the day and the week. Cheers, Memphis Wrestling. Thank you, guys. It was supposed to be Ryan Davidson. Okay, I don't know what that means. Do you have history of the Memphis titles? Which ones do you want to know, Patrick? Because the first ever Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions were the Skimahorns, followed by the Young Goats, followed by it was Danny B and DJ Brown, then the Young Goats, Posse, Memphis Muscle, Posse. I think that's how it goes. Memphis Heritage Championship is Alan Steele, Gun Show Brett Michaels, Mike Anthony. Memphis Wrestling Internet Championship is Outlandish Zicky Dice, Zay Washington. Women's Championships, ooh, this one's going to get a little more difficult. Nikki Lane, Heather Monroe. Who got it after Heather? Who? Somebody that we're not going to mention. And then Diana Taylor, Cassandra Golden. I'm pretty sure, that's right off the top of my head here, so I'm pretty sure that that's, yeah, we don't say that word lurvy. All right, let me get caught up. Hold on. Let me get caught up. Who did you have in Dyersburg? I don't know who that is. I saw the Shooting Star podcast. Great stuff. Thanks, Rob. Who's the Elements of Wrestling? The Elements of Wrestling were Colton Cage and Ryan Piles. #1 show. Congrats, bro. Much success. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate it. Patrick says all of them. I hope I helped you out there. Have you considered working with star twins that used to wrestle at USACW? Never would I ever consider working with those guys. Michael, okay, I got to go. Enjoy your week. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Rob the Possums. No, seen you breaking. I don't know what that means. Glad Cassandra Golden won 2 belts today. Have a good week. Miss Smoking Hot Nikki Lane. I miss Smoking Hot Nikki Lane too. Lurvy, you know what you're doing, brother. Bryn says Memphis Wrestling is absolutely killing it. You've got some very proud fans. Hard work paying off. Bryn, I really appreciate that. When you guys say stuff like that, it makes my whole week. It makes the late nights and early mornings much more worth it. And when you guys see the inside of the WrestleCenter and when you see us out and about in these different towns, you guys are going to be very, very proud of what we've accomplished. Keep up the good work, Dustin. May you have 100 more episodes. Man, I hope so. Michael. All right, guys, that's all the time I got. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you all here at the live reaction next week. I want to see you here live on Wednesday. It's absolutely free, championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. And then also on Sunday, Tommy Dreamer is coming to Memphis Wrestling to celebrate hardcore holidays. Cassandra Golden's the Golden Goddess, along with Nyx the Goddess and Nikita Lyons and Mandy Rose. He's throwing them all in there. Keita Rush, all 5 of them be good Golden Goddesses for real. All right, guys, until then, I will see you next time. I am Dustin Starr, And I will see you. Let's see. Coley says, how about women's tag team champions? That would be pretty cool. Thank you, Dustin. Clap, clap. Oh, I appreciate it. See you next time. Ben, I'll see you on Sunday, brother. Yes, sir. All right. Dustin Starr signing off. Episode 92. If you missed it, you need to check it out. Oh, yeah.